How did you get started? What is your start into the basketball in the city? How did you get started there? How did that come about?
Well, originally started like when I was about 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? Just my dad really just actually started with boxing, man. To tell you the truth, just my dad just had us, you know, me and my brother, in literally in like the 5th, 6th grade, just getting up running every morning, and he was training us for boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's what it started. He was training us for boxing, just running, just getting in shape. Literally at 4 in the morning, we used to run about 3 miles, push-ups, sit-ups, go to sleep, go back to school. So it originally started with boxing, and then I don't know what it was, man. Just kind of just, you know, I picked up that basketball and I was like, all right, you know. And then I realized how much stronger I was from the running.
Okay.
And then I just kind of just, you know, carried that over.
Now, with the boxing mentality that you and your brother had, how does that mentality in boxing translate to basketball? I mean, basketball is a physical sport.
For sure.
But how does that boxing mentality translate into basketball?
Well, the difference is like when you in that ring and you get hit in the face, it's either 2 options. You either gonna quit or you gonna keep going.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Them the only 2 options in that ring. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So in basketball, it made it easier. You get hit with an elbow or somebody hit you on my back, I'm straight. I just got hit for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So it mentally just make you tougher. Like, you know, you got to get hit, but you got to go get that rebound. You know what I'm saying? So that's always, I've always been tough in basketball just because I've been boxing my whole life.
So with that, when did you start competitively playing basketball in the city?
Middle school.
Where it got to the point where it mattered if you lost or if you won.
It got to the point where it mattered when I was in middle school, 7th, 8th grade. I went to Winship Middle School. We used to play like Detroit Open and Vitar, Emerson, Ludington. That's when it really just started mattering, you know what I'm saying? I was like, for real with it then.
So now where's your basketball playing career go from middle school, high school? Did you play after high school?
Yeah, well, I mean, tell you the truth, I wasn't like I was honorable mention in high school, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I should have been more because Southwestern was good, but I ended up going to Southwestern High School, you know what I'm saying? And we was good, you know what I mean? I was averaging like 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? We had good years, we made it to the quarterfinals, you know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, I wasn't really like no 5-star recruit, so I ended up going to JUCO for 2 years in Colorado. Okay. Then I went to Clarion University out towards Philly, and then I played overseas for like 3-4 years in Iceland, so.
Now, with everything you just named, you know, the JUCO, Colorado, being in Philly, being overseas, how did that help you hone who you are now, playing away from the city, and then coming back?
Because I had to hold my own. Okay. Everywhere I went, I was on my own. I didn't have I didn't have my dad with me or my mom with me, or I was on my own. You know what I'm saying? I caught the Greyhound in Colorado.
Was there ever a point where it was just too much? Never.
I loved it. I love if I could replay it, I'd do it again. I love every minute of being on my own and just getting through them challenges, like, you know what I'm saying? So it all was tough. Like, just being on your own, you gotta compete, you gotta survive, you know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing here my whole life. So it was, to me, it was easy. You know
now, did you ever think that you wanted to go back to boxing?
I mean, to this day, I really still think about it to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm doing all day, every day. Then I see my brother, you know what I'm saying, enjoying himself, having fun, and I mean, literally, it's no better feeling than like I'm walking out that stadium with him and 20,000 people in there screaming your name, like, you know what I'm saying, you come out to your music, I'm like, man, I kind of might want to, you know what I'm saying?
Make a switch here.
Man, I'm like, man, this boxing might not be so bad, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, every day I think about that.
You guys, you in particular, you know, I met you, I want to say 2014?
Yeah, 2014? 13, 14, yeah.
And when I met you, the team that you were on, you guys were considered the new kids, the young guys coming up. How did that make you feel? What kind of mindset did that put you where you've been doing this for so long? You've been overseas, you've been at college, you know, you've done this, and to come back to your city, and everybody says, that's the young boys, that's the new kids. How did that make you feel?
I mean, it's good, man. You know, it wasn't, to me, I never took it like personal or no good or bad. It's just like, you know, it's just funny because we was young. We put that team together. That was my first time in that league. So I was young, probably like 22, 21. So, you know, it was fun because I was playing with adults. You know, it's physical, and I'm like, I love this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a young boy in the block, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was all good.
Now, from that point on, you've got the reputation of the strong, hard-nosed defensive player. When you play in rec leagues, do you feel that you have to live up to that? or is that just you anyway?
That's me anyway. That's me anyway. Anytime I step on the court, I'm coming at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people will always say, you could be scoring 30, but I actually, me personally, I get a joy out of checking guys who think they good. I get a joy out of that because I know I can go score 20 if I want, but that's not my, oh, you think you good? Okay, well, you got to show me. Let me see. Let me see what everybody's talking about.
Now, I want to touch on that. There's a lot of talent in the city. Who is the guy who you went up against who thought he was good until after he played you?
And in their eyes or mine?
In your eyes.
In my eyes, somebody who I thought was...
Who you thought, he had the reputation, he had all that, everybody the hype and all that stuff, and when you finished with him, it was shown that he's not that good.
Twan Porter. Twan Porter. Twan Porter. Twan Porter. I mean, because that's a good, listen, this is a guy that I see, I'm watching in high school, and I'm watching him since high school destroy cats. I mean, he's small. I'm like, he got heart. I got heart, but you know, he on a bigger platform. But I'm watching him like just kill cats. He got Oregon dropping 30. You know what I'm saying? He dropped 40 the week before we played him. Everybody calling my phone. Twan about to give you 40. He said he in the NBA. I said, who? Twan. Okay. You know, and literally I didn't know what to expect. I honestly thought he would have had a better game. You know what I'm saying? Because he had scored. You know what I'm saying? But when I seen he kind of started backing down, and I'm like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I say that all the time though. Guys think they're good, and then you check them, put a little body on them, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, on the flip side of that, who's got the best of it? Who has challenged you the most? And you like, you know what? I got to get that man his respect.
Cal Wu.
Cal Wu?
Cal Wu.
I've heard of Cal Wu.
Cal Wu. Cal Wu was a problem because he could shoot. Like, he one guy I literally had to face guard all the time, and will make him special because he's strong too. And he can dribble, so a lot of times when I'm face guarding, he pump fake, boom, give me a little bump, and he can still get a shot off. So you really just contesting, hoping it's missed. But you know what I'm saying? He's strong, he fast, and he can shoot the lights out. He was the one guy I can actually say, I'm like, man, he a problem. He a problem. Like, he's a real problem. You know what I'm saying?
So with Big Mike, that the league you were in when I first met you, that's your first official playing in the rec league?
That was my first time ever playing in the rec league. Yeah.
Okay. And how did you get to that point of playing in the rec league? How did you come from playing overseas to not going into the ring, but actually coming to play in rec ball?
Really just staying busy. You know, overseas, I was overseas. I'm just trying to stay busy. You know what I'm saying? You know, just during the summer, I just wanted to, everybody was saying it was a good league. I said, all right, let me play. You know what I'm saying? This when everybody was in their prime for real. Everybody was hooping every day, outside, indoor, it didn't matter. So it was like, you know, I just was staying busy, just trying to keep the overseas, you know, my conditioning going for real.
Okay. Now, you came to the PBL, I want to say 2016? 2016. You started off with In the Zone.
No, Court Runners.
Court Runners?
That was my first team, Court Runners.
So, what was your first impressions being with the Court Runners and the PBL?
My first experience with the PBL was good. I thought it was good. I knew immediately it was a difference from all the other leagues because the competition was harder. You know what I'm saying? It was just, everybody was tougher. And that's right up my alley. I like playing in tough leagues. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about like the hoorahs. I'm not really big in it. I just want to play when guys physical, they're gonna touch you. Everybody gonna play hard, you know what I'm saying? And that's what they were doing in the PBL, you know what I'm saying? And I was with the Court Runners, and man, Rashard asked me, you know, I grew up with him for real, so it was like, come on.
So why leave the Court Runners?